Smart looking dog, that's Dozer. Talking a little bit about Dozer these days. Dozer is a Dalmatian, which is part Dalmatian, part Labrador. Now, when God created the animals, and God created, I guess he created dogs, I don't think he created them looking like Dozer. Dozer is a breed, which means somebody took a lot of time taking animals, dogs in particular, that had certain characteristics and breeding them with other dogs that had those characteristics. So those characteristics would become prominent and we would have the breed that we have. People do it with rabbits, people do it with dogs, people do it with cats, horses, just about any animal you can think of. Somebody's tried to make their own concoction of it. And that's what we call breeding. Now, nature does the same thing. Nature breeds. The stronger tend to survive and the weaker tend to get knocked off. I mean, you see a predator going into a herd of buffalo, and what are they going to take out? They're going to take out the weakest one. Why would you attack the strongest one when you could take out the weakest? And when you take out the weakest one, what happens is the rest of the herd collectively gets stronger. So, sturds get stronger. The weaker don't survive. Someone said once, Reddit said, you know, let's just take the bubble wrap off and let nature take its course. You know, because the weak do not survive. And that's the way God intended it, I guess, the way it works. I was watching Scorpion last night, and it's a TV show about somebody, guy's really smart, and, well, they believe in evolution. I don't. Dogs don't become cats, cats don't become dogs, no matter how much you try to breed it out of them. Anyways, but he said this. He said, evolution does not favor the strongest. Evolution does not favor the smartest. Evolution favors the ones that are most able to adapt. Adaptability is probably the strongest characteristic of survival that you can think of. We were talking yesterday about how amazing it is that we can adjust to different temperatures, where it can be really, really hot one day and really, really cold the next day, sort of like yesterday and today, and we adjust. It's not like we freak out. Temperature changes 15 degrees or some Winnipeg, sometimes 40 degrees in a day, and you just put on a jacket. See, in this world, we have things hitting us left, right, and center from all different directions. And one of the most difficult things for us sometimes is to adjust. We're going in one direction and something blindsides us and knocks us off our horse. And instead of asking God, how do I process this? We get upset, we get angry, we get depressed, we get frustrated. And we say, God, I want things to be the way they always were. I want things to stay the same. I want things to be the way I'm used to them being. And God says, you know what? That's not good for you right now. What's good for you is that I'm going to use this situation to breed out some of the weaker things in you. Some of the areas in your life that you haven't given over to me, that you haven't submitted to me. And I can think of a few times in my life that I was knocked off my horse by some pretty significant things. And what I realized in that whole situation was the reason I got knocked off my horse is because I didn't even realize there was a weakness in my life. I didn't realize it was areas in my life I hadn't given over to God because it was never a reason for me to do it. And then God gives me an opportunity and he says, okay, here's another opportunity for you to give something over to me and allow the carnivores to come in and take out the weak aspects of your life so you can be a stronger person and you can stand stronger in your faith. And I didn't rejoice in my sufferings and therefore I didn't gain perseverance. My character fell and I lacked hope because I looked and it's like, I can't handle this anymore. And God says, okay, we got some work to do. God showed me that here's the work I need to do. And then what he did is he brought me back to that same place. Boom. Years later. And he's done that a few times. And I realized, God, you've done a work in my life. You've been changing me. You've been working on me. And God said, yeah. And it hurt, didn't it? But sometimes the pain that we feel is that we feel the pain of losing the things that we never should have had in the first place. And we try to hold on to what God doesn't want for us. So God gives us an opportunity to see what that is, and then gives a greater opportunity for us to trust him. So, guys, God's moving in your life. God's making changes. Adjust with it. Follow God's leading. See where it is that he's He's taking you, because He'll always take you to a place of greater strength and of greater love, greater peace, and greater joy, because that's what He wants for you. God bless you.